Well, if you guys watched the last episode of Pugliese Speed Shop, you'll know that I might need just a couple of days to relax, get my thoughts together, so I can give you the best possible Tuesday morning tech tip. And guess what, guys? This is it. So, without further ado, here's your Tuesday morning tech tip from Pugliese Speed Shop. You guys might remember we had a whole bunch of Tuesday morning tech tips leading up to the job we just finished on this guy. We, if you're not following along, we just put the dual exhaust on this, right? Sounds great, but, and I'd say but, for a few reasons, all right? We knew going into this that exhaust is never easy. It's never fun. There's always some kind of corrosion, some kind of stuck bolt, something that just is a giant pain in the ass, right? We tried to take every precaution necessary that we wouldn't have to fight things, right? We drilled stuff out. We took our time and we really set this thing up for success, right? I feel we did. Well, if you watch the episode, if you didn't, go back, because I think it's pretty good. We did more doing than talking. That was a request. So, should be a win. And at the end of the day, it was after some very aggravating things. So we worked on this guy. Well, we got everything all set up the week prior. We worked on it Sunday a whole bunch, and then Monday, Tuesday, and finished it Wednesday. And it was just an hour here or there coming down after work. It really was. If we had Saturday and then into Sunday to take care of it, we probably would have knocked it out. But we might have started Friday. I forget. All I know is, well, it all started to run together. And, when we got it done, and we got everything routed, and everything tightened down, and looking good, where, an exhaust should look, and all we wanted to do was hear the rumble of that 350, right? Like, oh, it's going to sound great. 2.5-inch pipe all the way back, thrush mufflers. This is going to be beautiful, right? You guys know what happened? It didn't effing start. That's what happened. So, we hooked the battery back up, made sure everything was good, right? Got in there, hit the little button we put on the dash, and that light dimmed. Nothing. So we did all the stuff you usually do when, something's wrong with the starter, right? Give a couple taps in the old solenoid, check all the wires, wiggle some things around, whatever. We got nothing. So we got mad. We did. We said some choice words, and I said, okay, I'll just jump it with the screwdriver. There's a heat plate on top of the starter that you can't get to nothing, so that wasn't happening. We put the remote little button on there, and it started right away. So the starter's fine, right? Clearly there's a problem in the wiring. So it came with a switch. The guy before me was going to push
Today, Junior?
put the push button start in. That's not easy to say. He was going to do that. But he didn't, because he kind of gave up or wanted to. Maybe that might be a little harsh. I don't think it is, because that kind of seems like what happened. But he traded it to us, and we took over the project. And we got after a few things, as you guys know, and it turned into what it is now, which is not bad, right? Because I like the thing. I don't love it, which is why I keep talking about getting rid of it. But it served its purpose, I think. Anyway, I put that button in there. That's what I was saying. He gave me a little setup that in the box of treasures over here. just a little push button. And I was like, whatever. Well, I saw one that has a light on it. You guys see it on the dash there, like a blue halo around it. So when you turn the key and it's got power, you notice power at the switch. So it's taking some guesswork out of troubleshooting. Is really what I was doing there. And then I hit it and it dims a little bit, telling me power is going to the starter. So I believe the problem is at the starter. I believe this for two reasons. One, the wires are kind of janky around there. They're hard to get to. You can't see them. So possible. The main reason I think that is because I don't want the wiring that I just did to be bad. I'd rather the wiring he did and he put that on the starter. So I feel better with that being the problem. We'll find out in the week to come. But guys, you have these kind of things happen. You put all this work into something and then it doesn't work, right? Whether it doesn't start or something you put a new part on, it doesn't work, it leaks, it breaks, whatever. We've talked about this with a lot of the stuff, inferior parts and whatnot. So you got to be ready for that, right? And I wasn't. I was not ready for me to turn the key and the problem that I never had before to all of a sudden show up. I was not ready for that. I still don't think I'm ready for that because, man, I was upset. I tried to calm down and finish the video, and I did, but I'm sure you could tell there was some tension there, right? Me and the Suburban were not on the best of terms. I'm trying to stop saying What should I say instead? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Anyway, I wasn't ready for that. And it's what sucks about that. This is the part. I put a bunch of work into getting it all set up. Like I said, we had the studs that were problems, finding the right finding hardware that would work. Just going through all that, just getting the kit itself. Guys, there was other videos on that where I was like, oh my God, I'm overthinking this. And when I finally got it all together, I was like, oh, just a weight was lifted. I was so happy. And all I want to do is hear what it sounded like. I expected it to sound exactly like it sounds. It sounds great. It's not a crazy hot rod. It's not whatever. It's just a healthy 350 with some thrush mufflers on it. That's all there is to it. There's nothing. The motor's nothing crazy. It's a low mileage 350. That's it. But that's what we expected. We got nothing. And man, I just was not prepared for that. And you know what? I don't think I should have been, right? But that's really not the whole point of this video. Was to talk about how the exhaust fit, which was pretty good. So the Summit kit, Nick used the same one for his Monte Carlo, which you guys have seen. He got the headers back, which is a little different, but then he had to change a cross member, and I think that's where my problem came in here. I didn't have to change the cross member because it had that dip down, and it drives me nuts. I see it, well, actually, if I step back, I don't see it, right? So I imagine when it's down on its wheels, you're not going to see it. It's lower than the frame. It's not lower than the pumpkin or anything like that, so I'm not too worried about it dragging on stuff. I just feel it could have been done better because there is that cutout on the cross member that it could have kind of slid through. And that's the thing with universal stuff, guys. If I really cared and if I was a better welder or had a better welder here, I could have cut the downpipe and shortened it and it would have sucked everything up nice. But I just wasn't going to do that. So we got what we got, It's been a couple. Usually I do these tech tips like right after. So this is now Sunday. No, what is today? It's Saturday. And I finished this Wednesday night. So yeah, I've had time to calm it down, and I kind of forgot because I wanted to. When things don't work out well, that's what you do, right? But if you got one of these trucks and you're looking at a cheap exhaust that'll look and sound decent, then it cost me $320. And that was from the manifold back to include the mufflers and the extra clamps. So I can't bitch, right? I mean, if I took this to a shop and said, hey, I want to get 2.5-inch pipes all the way back, dual exhaust thrush mufflers, $1,000 all day long, right? If not more. So to buy the kit for $320, what do you think? I think it was worth it. I don't think this will ever be like my only square body because I actually do like working on square bodies. I just want one with, less doors and windows in the back there. So whenever I do get another one, I'll probably use the same thing. But I don't think I'll ever get another. Well, an 89 pickup wouldn't be a square body, so I guess I don't have to worry about the off-year thing again. Hopefully in my ramblings you guys got something. I guess you gotta expect the worst, hope for the best. Thanks for watching, guys.